ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Moonpressure Let's Plays. My name's Hecto, and today we are facing the final trial of Paradise Killer in episode 20. Yeah, last time we pretty much did the hangout roundup, or we finished it at least, and got some more minor evidence, nothing too special. But still, now we have collected everything there is to know about this case, and there are still some questions open. So, to combat any lingering, uncertainties of what I think I know, I have prepared this handy-dandy little table here with at least my thoughts about the situation. Or more like a team assignment, right? So, on plot A, the trapped room, we have our murderer, the killer demon. He was in the room, he got released there, and he has blood on its claws, so could have killed the council. The planner for that particular incident is Witness, absolutely, and the scapegoat is Henry. Yeah, because you remember all the stuff about the psychic death screams that were triggered by Lydia and Sam? They all relate back to Witness, like Witness knows about the psychic death screams since he suffers from them himself. As well as Akiko phoning Witness from a place she wasn't supposed to be at. She was already at the Syndicate HQ that we're facing right now. When she phoned Witness with Henry, she probably set the whole Henry stuff up. That's why I listed her under Fixer. I thought a little bit about it, so on the question who killed the martial guards, in quotes, outside the council building, it has to have been Akiko. She provided Henry and brought him over there. She knew about the symbols that were strewn everywhere, not just from being around Henry for years and years, but also since she witnessed them at the murder of Gray's bloodlines, right? And she provided the fake martial guards, so she swapped them out so that they could be murdered, so why not do it herself? And the only thing that doesn't make sense is the perfect knife versus a serrated knife. The guards were killed with an imperfect serrated knife, and I don't remember if Akiko had one. Since Henry took her perfect knife, or at least she says so, then what did she kill the martial guards with? That doesn't really make sense so far. But yeah, of course, Sam and Lydia were also involved in that. They provided all the information on the Holy Seals, went in there 2 days early, and deposited the trapped casket with the demon inside. That Witness then could conveniently trigger from his home via telephone. And yeah, we also have Doomjazz manipulating the birth records and Crimson Acid as unrelated enablers, is what I called it on this team. Since, yeah, Doomjazz basically fudged everything up with Henry's birth record so that nobody else would know that Henry is Ice Kiwami's child. And as well as Acid, she was selling secrets about how to get information on the second Holy Seal. Then we have plot B, the assassination backdoor, as I called it. Don't shorten that. Yeah, our murderer here is Dino Nigata, absolutely, he even admitted to it. And we found him with a knife, with blood, everything fits. And yeah, the whole thing was obviously planned by Carmelina. She also made the titular backdoors, or the corridors, into the council building. But I'm quite unsure on who her scapegoat is. I think it may be Yuri. You remember that at different points, like in the council chamber as well as at the door to the second seal, there were petals strewn about with like that could have only come from Yuri, or are likely to have come from Yuri. What if that's a red herring? What if that's a setup? I don't really know whether or not Yuri was set up himself, because he was involved in getting through the second seal. Like, he organized the information for Carmelina's faction, how to get through there. At least I think so, since we found his involvement at the Obelisk nightmare computer, right? The one that tells you the password for the second seal. And we found an extra helmet with his petals strewn around it. Yeah, so I think what happened here is that Yuri got the intel from KHX and killed him for it, maybe? The whole KHX murder isn't really all that clear. And yeah, then gave it to Carmelina, but Carmelina kind of like set him up as a fall guy and made Dino Nigata strew the petals around. Yeah. So that relates to one of my bottom questions. Like, what's the deal with like Yuri and Carmelina? How did they work together? Because everybody has a motive for wanting the current council gone. And yeah, another question I had, just going bottom to top now. What's with the elaborate setup for Henry's false path? Like, we know that Akiko took Henry through the corridor, through the barracks, not just because the exit, like, detonation, the exit through the metal grates at the tunnel was faked via explosives. You know, the whole hole in the grates that we enter the prison island to. That was faked, and we also have Henry's testimony that he saw the statue of Akiko's god, I forgot its name, and the nightmare computer leading up to the council section of the map doesn't show Henry crossing that door. So yeah, we know that Akiko provided Henry, but why the setup? Wouldn't it be more believable to have Henry go the regular path? The only reason I can think of why she didn't do that is that Henry could have gotten spotted with her. So maybe she didn't want that, so she only faked the route? And for another, why was Henry made to go berserk via Lydia and the whole oral device stuff? Akiko escorted him there. And nothing in the plan really hinges on him being aware or particularly violent. Like, why even do that? It would only make it more dangerous for Akiko to escort Henry over. Yeah, something doesn't make sense there. And lastly, also for Akiko, she's quite mysterious today. Why did she help to kill Grace? Grace Bloodlines? The only motive we have is that Carmelina wanted to help her, like, achieve the whole Marshall being inducted to the Syndicate thingy. I think there was some sort of like secret mail that we couldn't really confirm was real, but Crimson Acid gave it to us. Wait, where was it? Here it is, message from Carmelina. While she was en route to Henry's exorcism, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace unattended with Henry. She forgot to encrypt it. Yeah, why did she help Carmelina? We don't really know that, right? Weird. I mean, we also know that Akiko wants the marshals to take over the exorcism duties instead of Grace, so that they become more important. But would that be enough for her to take part in the plot to kill the head exorcist? Akiko doesn't really seem the type. Ah well. Okay, with that, Hector's little pre-trial crime lab comes to a close, and let's head in. If you didn't notice, I tried to delay this moment for quite some time, since I am very, very scared that I'm going to make a fool of myself.
Investigator, Are you our savior as well?
Oh, I haven't voiced Judge in a minute.
Is paradise worth saving?
Are you ready to start the trial that will determine the fate of the Syndicate?
Was it like this? I'll just use that voice for now.
Have you found facts and crafted a truth? I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Lovedice. We shall examine your case files and cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where the truth lies.
The door to truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Lovedice? This is the point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There's no going back.
Oh boy, here we go! Let's expose the truths.
Lady Lovedice.
Are you sure, Lady Lovedice?
No, I'm not.
This is the point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death, as dictated by Syndicate law.
Oh, come on. Why even have the discourse with Shinji about the death penalty if we do that?
Please be sure.
Okay.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
I am overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the Chamber of Justice.
Oh no. I am so screwed.
Let me explain how we shall uncover truth and lies. We will hold a trial for each case file locked in Starlight.
That makes sense.
Show me your truth.
You will choose which suspect you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyze your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I am not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime.
The door to truth will open.
Hopefully it will. Huh.
Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is the crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with their criminality. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this?
I have chosen poorly in your voice, since I can clearly not make you repeat this and keep my vocal sanity. Oh boy, this is going to be rough. I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise. What the hell was that? Judge?
The island is ending. Our home shatters before us.
How dare you?
This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown.
Do your job.
The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars while the freak runs the show around this island chasing down false leads.
Oh, so she puts us on a time limit. I see what your game plan is.
This is nonsense.
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. The truth may not as simple as you believe, Architect. I am doing this for the good of the Syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do that.
Don't test me.
Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials?
We don't have much time, Lovedice. the white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth, you will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count.
What?
The rest of the syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry.
I'm shocked, stunned.
Fuck you! You're overstepping your authority, Architect.
You shouldn't have given it to her in the first place, Judge.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
Judge, let's breathe life back into paradise. Let's not. Oh my god. What does this even mean?
Love dies. You're authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. Use it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Any involvement with this heinous crime carries the sentence of death.
I am the leader.
Judge, this is severe. This is the crime to end all crimes. Any amount of involvement is a heresy against the gods and an atrocity against the syndicate. Or do you disagree? I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death.
It's been a while since I executed
The
justice.
journey into truth and justice begins.
Wow, what a preamble. That dragged for a little bit there. Okay, I don't even want to pick up the service weapon. So how do we do this? I can move around again. Can I talk to you? Crimson!
Hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for what you're planning.
Okay, we can talk to all these people. Let's just do that for a little bit. Doctor?
Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits?
Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult.
Yeah.
I don't want the death penalty here. Hey, Henry, how you holding up? Henry!
This is a formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I?
That's what we're here to find out. Not if I have anything to say about this. I mean, you will still die, since the Syndicate mandates that you perish along with the island, so... that's rough, buddy. But yeah, I'll do what I can. I like how the two of them are in the same booth, since they are in the same, like, slot in the case files as well. Lydia, Sam...
Hey, LD. We're cool, right?
We're in the clear, aren't we?
We'll find that out at the trial, guys. Oh boy. Architect?
I am the leader.
Investigator, this island is ready to die and a new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All the evidence points to him.
No, it does not. Witness.
Lady Love dies. This is it, is it?
Under the gaze of the gods.
The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make the right choices.
So do I. The right choice is going to put you 6 feet under, mate. Yuri.
Freak, get this over with.
We all know who did it. You're wasting my time. Grand Marshal.
Nero Rocito, you better get this right. Henry did it and needs to be executed. Wrap this up.
Oh boy. Do I need to pick this thing up?
Speak to the suspect and collect your gun. We'll commence the trial shortly.
Investigator's gun obtained. Love Dice's gun for executing the guilty. Looks pretty snazzy. Nice design.
You have retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious the accusations will be. Return to the stand when you're ready to talk.
Okay, let's do this.
Lady Love dies.
Investigator, we'll begin the trials.
Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Okay, please tell me there's a little bit of hand-holding. Please. Henry allegedly escaped during his execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene.
How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report stated, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth.
Okay. I have a big problem now. As you might have noticed during my little pre-trial crime lab, this is the exact case I don't have a definitive answer for. I mean, yeah, accusing Akiko is pretty much the way to go, but we can also accuse, like here, witness. Agitation, the strange device. Like we know he did this. Oh my god, this immediately... Oh no. Oh no. I love their little sprites now. They haven't shown these the entire game. Akiko looks mega panicked in this. Henry looks pretty much normal. Witness does pretty much as well. But Carmelina's so pissed. We can't really tell the expression on a goat. Doomjazz is also pretty normal. Yeah, Lydia's hiding. The cross eyes. And Yuri looks kind of different in this picture. I mean, it's probably since it's not his profile anymore, but still. He looks kind of a little bit more meaty on this picture, in his face at least. Yeah, what to do? Can I accuse two people? Because here, Akiko said she phoned Witness as she left the desolation cell after Henry's escape. Witness's phone records combined with data from the comms tower actually place her at Syndicate HQ. When she phoned Witness, she lied. Henry remembers seeing New Night last night. The only statue on the island depicts the goddess in the barracks. Did he go through there? But the door to the barracks wasn't damaged. I thought for a second maybe, like, he did go berserk, but made his way through the barracks anyway, as it's the direct path, but the barracks weren't damaged. And we know that torn prison bars are a setup done by military-grade explosives, set right there. Because then, if he made his way through the barracks anyways, it would make this just something for Akiko to cover up her ineptitude. And how can I scroll down? Like, took her combat knife? I do not know. I simply do not know. It's an abysmal start into these trials. Oh, now I can. Yeah, let's just accuse her. I don't know. This is insane. Here we go.
The facts and the truth are not the same.
I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko. But for whom? It doesn't make any sense for Witness to, like, double dip like that. So was the phone call Witness made to Akiko different? Did Akiko actually set up Henry as the fall guy for Carmelina after all? I mean, that would make a little bit more sense. For, like, so that... because Akiko was also in on it with the whole murder of Grey's bloodlines.
The freak is lying! Toată asta e o porcarie! The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in!
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence, construct a truth!
Oh no. I hope I can present everything. Because from here I cannot access Starlight. So I don't actually know what's behind all of these keywords. I mean, yeah, time frame, but let's go for the broken bars first. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analyzed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape.
Grand Marshal!
Do you want to die?
Never trust computers! A little calculator is wrong! Henry is demonic, what does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample 68.7% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at extremely high temperatures.
Crime cannot hide.
Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped.
This is a lie! A good truth. Please let us sample some more.
Oh, Judge is weird.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence, construct a truth.
What is broken procedure? I think all of these are relevant. Are relevant. Yeah, time frame. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There's no way Henry could have got off the desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals and murdered the council and be found at 3 minutes past midnight. Akiko lied.
Pull up.
Tachi nai bi dingura guno iule.
Oh god, I'm gonna have a riot translating these.
Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response?
Hot.
She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She cooked up a little story to frame me.
How did Henry cross the island, get through all of the seals, murdered the council, and exited the building by 3 minutes past midnight?
Che.
Is the Prost? He's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength.
There is no evidence to suggest that.
That is correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You're speculating without any evidence to back it up.
Show me your truth.
Present your evidence, construct a truth.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to repeat that. And then we have Akiko's alibi breaker. I can break Akiko's alibi.
The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi.
Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges that Henry escaped at 23:52. She claims she found him outside the council building at 3 minutes past midnight.
I called witness and left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize the search for Henry. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks?
The marshals confirmed that she went back to the barracks. However, it is hard to take their word, as they are fiercely loyal to you and refuse to give me any physical evidence.
Did you confirm the phone call?
Don't test me.
Akiko's phone records are apparently classified, and the investigator isn't allowed to access them. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko.
Paradise feels wrong.
I took Witness's phone and analyzed the records at the comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing on the calls, and it appears Akiko lied. Yeah, that's the key point here. The call she made to witness wasn't from the Desolation Cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of the crime.
Gura tarfa minci noasa. Watch your language in the House of Justice.
She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect.
Well, you didn't let me check your phone.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
Witness testified that on the call from Akiko he couldn't hear the Desolation Cell's distinctive dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
I don't like this.
That isn't conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims.
The rock of secrecy has been lifted, and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken.
Show me your truth.
Okay. I can break Henry's alibi.
Lady Love dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of events?
No, the truth is distorted.
Paradise feels wrong.
The facts are wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself.
Fuck yeah, this is getting interesting.
Henry remembers almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him, he saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Well, not really. The barracks have massive, slits in them that everyone can just look through, and you can see New Night from there pretty well, but let's skim over that.
Henry has been in the barracks though. That's where the detainees are processed when they're arrested.
The statue in the main barracks grounds. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells.
I'm not answering that. It's classified.
Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer.
Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding cells.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Henry could only have seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the Desolation Cell to the barracks.
When was he arrested and taken to the Desolation Cell? He'd have had to go through the main barracks ground, so...
I have a bad feeling about this.
That was 10 years ago. He lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night.
This sounds like a stretch, investigator.
Got it.
The only way to get to the council building from the Desolation Cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of the HQ. The nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them.
If he didn't go through the entrance, this whole case is thrown into disarray.
Henry was found with the blood of the victims in his stomach, but I don't think he ingested them himself.
How else did the blood get inside him?
I found this bottle on the rocks below where Henry was found. It had been used to hold blood. Starlight analyzed the blood in it and matched the remains of all the council members.
How did it get there?
There are no fingerprints, but my theory is that someone took council blood from the scene, placed it in the bottle, and forced Henry to ingest it. Yeah, pretty much has to, because the only council blood, Sam stole was the one from Kafka.
Why?
To scapegoat him for the crime. They were rushed or sloppy and casually discarded the bottle, assuming no one would question the lie.
You can't prove this, though.
The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first SEAL marshals.
What of them?
Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it is not in line with how the demon inside him behaves. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside him. The demon scorched him with his own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions, it just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Yep, pretty much.
Couldn't he have copied them from his own body?
Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it.
Very well. Excellent work! You have taken the lid off the box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is broken.
Show me your truth.
Oh god. Whew. We are just, yeah, going through the motions here. So far, I very much prefer the way Danganronpa does it, where you are presented with a concrete problem and then have to pick out which evidence is the correct one for that particular problem. Here the only point we did that was accusing Akiko, really. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
Ha! Is that the best you've got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor showing for Judge's big hope.
She is right. That is speculation and not evidence.
Show me your truth.
Oh, okay. It was just dismissed. Interesting. Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated?
Doctor, was his dosage correct?
What?
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years.
Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal?
Do you want to die?
The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. The inhibitors had never been right, but we didn't know.
Doctor,
I'm worried.
That's quite the claim. It would mean that the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade.
How?
There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Is this a fact?
Very convenient that the demon pulled the trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner?
this isn't hard evidence, but I'm taking it into consideration.
Show me your truth.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think we made a pretty ironclad case that Akiko was the one to deliver Henry to the council gates. Or like to the Syndicate HQ gates. Like, we have a pretty good combination of hard evidence and circumstantial evidence here that all points to the same conclusion. So yeah, I think Akiko did do it. But that would put her on Carmelina's team, not witnesses. So I was very much wrong in my little pre-trial crime lab. Okay. Yeah, laid out like this, that's the only way it makes sense. I have nothing to present.
You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are a total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in the light shown by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of the lies and let the blood of truth flow.
Oh my god, Judge is really getting into it. ... I wish I had chosen a different voice for you.
A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves. Akiko guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crimes, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged your blade for so long. You were a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same. Why did you do it?
I'll kill you!
You said I wouldn't hang for this.
Oh, nice! Nice! Okay, now it's getting juicy. Now she's throwing somebody under the bus.
I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal?
This was never part of the plan, you pompous Tarfa.
Who are you talking to?
Nenorachito, you're out of your mind!
Oh, she did.
Carmelina, you said that this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
The ravings of the guilty, lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you were set up, you can have revenge. I hope this doesn't just make me auto-kill Akiko now. That would suck so much.
Nenorachito!
You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Se o sarcina de rahato tu leste.
New evidence, nice.
You used me. You weren't careful enough, and now I'm going to die.
Akiko admitted to being recruited by Carmelina. In return for her help, Carmelina would induct the marshals into the syndicate and expand Akiko's power.
I faked Henry's escape. I was supposed to deliver him to outside the council building, phone witness and a report that I had found him after the council were dead.
Carmelina!
This is nonsense.
She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her.
Why would she? That makes no sense.
Nenorachito!
I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie.
Lady Love dies?
Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge.
Open a case file.
Nice. Okay, I like this. I like that we are like adding on to what we have via solving the prior mini cases. What? We're just offing her now?